Standard large language models operate as black boxes. They process inputs through unobservable neural pathways, substituting human academic thought with synthetic generation. This probabilistic text generation directly violates the frameworks governing postgraduate research. It conflicts with strict academic rubrics, including SAQA and QF Level 9 and 10 descriptors, which demand verifiable human reasoning. Relying on commercial cloud APIs introduces two distinct institutional risks: the unrecoverable leakage of sensitive research data to external servers, and the total loss of an auditable forensic trail. The KnowEdge Merger v4.1 replaces these generative models with an offline, deterministic processing engine. The Socratic engine maps and interrogates data within a framework that preserves the researcher's voice and requires continuous human oversight. To preserve academic integrity, AI must be stripped of its generative freedom. It has to be restrained within a locally hosted, mathematically verifiable structure. This 3D isometric diagram maps the knowledge architecture. Socratic auditing is made possible by three integrated subsystems: the tri-artifact constraint layer, the PREC agent execution cycle, and the hierarchical memory stack. A strict privacy mandate governs these systems. All processing, heuristic scanning, and reasoning occur entirely on the local node. The system makes zero external API calls. Forcing the AI's logic through these localized bottlenecks eliminates the black box fallacy. The architecture restores total visibility to the researcher. This diagram outlines the foundational data layer. To eliminate hallucination, the system starves the AI of its pre-trained latent space. It restricts all inputs to exactly 3 local documents. The first layer is the source artifact. This represents the active, raw postgraduate thesis or the primary research data. Next is the target artifact. This represents the desired academic outcome, such as an examiner's rubric or a specific comparison baseline. Finally, the reference artifact houses institutional governance. This includes NWU Policy 5P 5.10 and departmental style guides. The system runs fully offline heuristics on the source data. It applies trigram analysis and calculates transition density scores to detect synthetic generation locally. Within the reference layer, a citation validator checks the work against 10 hard-coded rules to guarantee APA 7th edition compliance. The system restricts the AI entirely. It is only permitted to analyze the exact similarity and the semantic drift within the overlapping delta of these 3 verified documents. Trapping the AI within the tri-artifact constraint tethers its reasoning to the approved institutional evidence, ensuring all findings remain grounded in verified documentation. Above the data layer sits the processing logic, the EdgeK agent swarm. This central hub diagram illustrates specialized delegation. Instead of a monolithic AI, the system distributes tasks across individual agent nodes, including the conductor, the supervisor, and dual critics. The conductor orchestrates the pipeline. The critics execute specialized forensic audits, specifically evaluating methodology and language compliance. Dividing reasoning into specialized, policy-aware roles prevents cognitive overload. It ensures each agent remains strictly focused on maintaining NQF Level 9 and 10 standards. This 4-stage cyclical flowchart represents the operational heartbeat of the EdgeK swarm, the press cycle. Step 1 is perceive. The agent reads the active application state, artifact metadata, and memory fluctuations to ground itself in the current context. Step 2 is reason. The engine decomposes the researcher's unstructured request into a deterministic JSON sequence of operations. During this reasoning phase, agents are restricted to an atomic toolset of 9 exact commands, such as read artifact or search memory, preventing generative guesswork. Step 3 is execute. The operations fire sequentially. If a tool fails, due to a missing artifact, for example, a built-in Socratic pulse allows the agent to self-correct and adjust its plan mid-run. Step 4 is crystallize. The system distills the successfully executed sequence into a reusable format. The press loop forces fluid AI logic into a rigid, auditable ledger. Reasoning becomes an observable operational pipeline. Standard cloud AI suffers from contextual amnesia between sessions. Users have to rebuild their logic from scratch every time they log in. To accumulate state-aware intelligence, KnowEdge uses this 5-tier ziggurat structure, representing a hierarchical memory stack. The base level, L0, enforces immutable system boundaries. L1 and L2 manage transient session facts and persist specific researcher preferences across multiple runs. When the prac cycle completes a task, it saves that sequence to L3, the skill tree. Crystallized task sequences are permanently stored here as knowledge standard operating procedures. The peak layer, L4, is the session archive. It stores distilled, high-fidelity forensic records of every completed synthesis run. This hierarchy enables the system to accumulate and reuse complex logic, lowering the cognitive load for supervisors across longitudinal research projects. The Prec tri-artifact base, the Prec agents, and the memory stack ultimately compress their combined output into a single offline zip file, the synthesis bundle. This interface shows the bundle's contents. It includes the technical JSON report, displaying structured readouts and the offline compliance metrics that prove NQF level 9 and 10 integrity. Embedded within this bundle is the decision state ledger. Human supervisors use it to forensically interrogate exactly why the AI flagged a specific source or how it reached a particular conclusion. The knowledge merger architecture enforces a role of rigorous, policy-aware auditing, ensuring the researcher remains the primary authority over the work. By integrating local-first constraints, deterministic reasoning loops, and long-term memory, institutions can deploy autonomous AI while maintaining strict academic integrity and absolute human authority.